What if I just told you that in one of the most expensive cities in the United States, someone just dropped $25 million, setting the record for the highest sale in that city? And they weren't even the highest offer. Yeah, that just happened. And welcome to the Manhattan Beach Hill section. This isn't just real estate. This is a game of privacy, trophies, and commanding views of the coastline. Today, we're going inside the neighborhood that just became home to NBA royalty. The Hill section is exactly what it sounds like. It's one of the highest points of Manhattan Beach. And for the savvy buyer, that means everything. Unlike the sand section, where you're living on virtually 2,500 square feet, standing above your neighbors, the Hill section is where you come to scale. We're talking big lots. It's not uncommon to be sitting on 7,500 to 10,000 square feet of land. And in a beach town in Los Angeles, where the average lot size is around 5,000 square feet, and let's not mention when people put multiple lots together. And that's why people pay top dollar for this neighborhood. It's actually the most expensive neighborhood in Manhattan Beach. We'll get into that next. The views and the lot size drive the prices here. On the front side of the hill, you're looking at a panoramic view of the Queen's Necklace. This is the name that's synonymous with the stretch of coastline that runs from Manhattan Beach and Palos Verdes all the way to Santa Monica, the Palisades, and Malibu. From the hill section, you can see the Palos Verdes and Catalina, or turn your head and you can see Santa Monica and the Palisades. On the back side of the hill, you get gorgeous city views. You can see downtown Los Angeles, SoFi, the Hollywood sign, the San Gabriel Mountains, and Mount Baldy. Essentially, you're paying for the ability to watch the sunset from your living room or watch the sunrise from your bedroom, all without having to share your street parking with beachgoers. Watch my video on the sand section if you want to learn more about why the parking situation is a hazard in the sand section. And since we're on the topic of what you're paying for, let's talk about the schools. Opal Robinson Elementary School, otherwise known as Robinson Elementary School, is the assigned school for the hill section. You share that with the southern sand section, but you can ask to have your kid go to a different school. Some nearby schools are Pacific Elementary School, Grandview Elementary School, Meadows Elementary School, and Camp Elementary School. Now, of course, after elementary school, your kids are likely to go to Manhattan Beach Middle School, or you can opt into a private elementary school and middle school, American Martyrs. All of these options are within minutes of your house. And of course, if you're going with a high school, Miracosta High School is the go-to school for Manhattan Beach, and Hermosa Beach gets to opt into it. But let's take a step back. Opal Robinson Elementary School is ranked the 232nd best school in California and the 102nd best school in Los Angeles. It has a 10 out of 10 ranking on greatschools.org, and I've included all of that information in the description for this video. You're also paying for proximity to dining options. One of my favorite local sushi restaurants is Osho Sushi. It's right off of 10th Street in Sepulveda. One of our favorite Thai restaurants in all Los Angeles is Thai Dishes, also on Sepulveda. You're walking distance to Gelson's, you're walking distance to the Vons in downtown Manhattan Beach, and for a matter of fact, you're pretty much walking distance to downtown Manhattan Beach. It's part of the reason why the area is so expensive. It's so walkable. And on the very southern side of the hill section on Sepulveda, it's home to some new Skechers buildings. Skechers is the dominant employer of Manhattan Beach. It was actually founded in Manhattan Beach with a little shop in downtown Manhattan. It has since grown into a massive shoe brand. If you drive down Sepulveda on the border of the hill section and the Miracosta section, you'll be lined by Skechers buildings. Huge shout out to Skechers for keeping it local and for providing so many employment opportunities here in the beach cities. And last but not least, on the west side of the hill section, between the hill section and the sand section, you enjoy the Greenbelt. The Greenbelt, if you recall from my earlier video on the sand section, is the jogging path that actually goes all the way from North Manhattan to King Harbor. It's a former railway that got vacated and is now used as a long jogging park. From my personal experience, it's softer on your knees than running on the Strand. However, you don't get to watch the ocean from it. And at any given moment, that jogging path is full of runners, people walking their dogs, kids, you name it. it's really one of the backbones of the family-oriented community that is Manhattan Beach. Now, let's talk about the news that has been the talk of the town. On August 27th, 2025, I celebrated my 39th birthday. But that's not the talk of the town. On August 27th, 2025, Luka Doncic bought Maria Sharapova's 8th Street Hill Section mansion for a whopping $25 million. The previous record was held by a Strand home on the 1800 block that sold for $24.5 million back in 2024. And before that, that same home had traded, setting the record at the time. Now, Manhattan Beach has been a spot for movie stars and sports athletes. It's a safer, family-oriented community with great schools. It has a lot less traffic than Los Angeles, and especially it's close to Los Angeles International Airport. It's also become a really popular place for sports superstars. And the reason being, their training facilities are so close. The Clippers practice in Playa Vista. The Lakers practice in El Segundo. The Chargers practice in El Segundo. And now the Sparks are moving to El Segundo. And let's not forget about SoFi, where the Rams and the Chargers play, and the new sibling, the Intuit Dome, where the Clippers now play. But what's crazy about this property, there were multiple offers. Luka wasn't even the highest offer. There were 3 offers on the property. And this just goes to show that sellers aren't just looking for the highest dollar. They're looking at terms, if the buyer's going to be a right fit, and publicity opportunities. And for Luka, as I mentioned, this isn't just about the views. It's about his commute. The UCLA Training Center, the official training facility for the Los Angeles Lakers since 2017, is located just over the border in El Segundo. From Luka's front door on 8th Street, it's only 4 miles to the training center, which is about 10 minutes. And for a top-rated athlete, that means he gets more time to focus on himself, his health, and his well-being. But if you're not a professional athlete, what does the hill section look like for you? As of recently, we're seeing the median price per square foot in Manhattan Beach hovering at around $1,635. And in the hill section, that number pushes significantly higher, especially for newer properties and properties with great views. So whereas the median sales price in Manhattan Beach is about $3.5 million, you can expect to pay between $5 million and $15 million for your hill section home. And unlike the sand section, there aren't many opportunities for a divided lot. So you're buying the whole house, or you're moving to a different part of Manhattan Beach. But the inventory is really tight at the entry level because a lot of developers are gobbling up those homes and they're building McMansions. As you can see, the hill section is a legacy neighborhood. People stay here for a long time. Honestly, it really doesn't get much better. And the hill section is where Manhattan Beach finds its balance. It's where price meets privacy and great schools. It offers the kind of space that you just can't see almost everywhere in Manhattan Beach. There are 2 pockets that rival the kind of lots you can get here. We're going to cover those in a later video. So whether you're a CEO, a tech founder, a Laker player, a Charger player, a Kings player, this is one of the most desirable neighborhoods for you to plant your roots. And if you just so happen to inherit a home in this neighborhood, hold on to it. The prices here are only going up. And if you're browsing homes in this neighborhood and you want to see homes that are off market, go ahead and comment below and just write Hill Section Off Market List. And we will send you every home that can be purchased that you won't find online. And talking about planting roots, join us on our next video. We're diving into the history of the global shoe giant Skechers. And we'll take a look how it started in a beach house and has transformed into a multi-billion-dollar industrial powerhouse. And of course, if you like these videos, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you could be the first to see every time we explore one of these neighborhoods and share it with you before we publish it on our website or in our newsletter. This is Kevin DeSilva with the Living in Los Angeles channel. Thank you for staying along this time. We'll see you on the next one.